Emily, good afternoon. How y'all doing? I ain't gonna lie, I'm hungry, but I just lied to myself. How y'all doing? It's your boy Divine Messenger here, another message to understand. Before we even get into this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. There's a pigeon on the grass. Listen to the message. That's how you know I'm finna speak something powerful into you. Understand, when it comes to manifestations, right? Your words are powerful, so speak life into your affirmations and your manifestations. And the thing is, what you're saying every day, right? Every day, you can literally make or break somebody's day. You get what I'm saying? So like, if you really think about that, you could really, the things you say to somebody could really kill them or keep them alive, and yourself alive as well. So you should not be speaking negative to yourself, and you should not be thinking negative to yourself as well. Even though you're going to think negative, you're not thinking negative. It's your mind playing tricks on you, of course. And your mind is going to tell you, like, so let's just think about it. Let's say you want to get into a car dealership, right? You want to get into the car business or the cleaning business, right? You have all these goals that you want to do. You're talking about it with your friends, your co-workers or whatever, even family. But you're thinking to yourself, man, I want to start a car dealership. You know, I just want to get into cars, or I want to do a cleaning business with my pops or whatever. You can do that. But then there'll be somebody who will hear that. They'll hear your manifestation, and they'll be like, really? You want to do that? Like, why not do something else? And then there'll be some of y'all who will listen to that and be like, you know what, you right. Like, that do sound like a dumbass idea. Like, you'll think to yourself, like, I don't really believe myself, I can really do it. And it just seems too hard because I don't have the right tools, the resources to get into that type of business. Like, nah, my nigga, if you want to get into this business, you have to teach yourself how to do that. Like, if you don't have these type of, like, you know, handouts, if you don't have somebody here to guide you to a cleaning business or a car dealership, then nobody's going to really help you. You have to help yourself. And you have to make sure that when you do these, like, when people are saying things to you, they're projecting because they know your plans are good. They're solid plans because for one, you're coming up with the plan. So you know it's solid when you're thinking of it. But of course, through their eyes, they're going to hate on you because it's like, why are you thinking about it? Like, why are you thinking about a car dealership? Why are you trying to get more money than me? You know what I'm saying? So they're going to be like, I don't know, bro. Like, I done heard about the car business and, you know, the fuck up, nigga. Like, nobody want to hear that negative ass shit. And of course, a lot of you hang out with your biggest haters, and that's really weird to me. But a lot of people are preying on your downfall, and they are casting spells behind your back, making sure that you don't get these affirmations that are supposed to be planted into your life. This is why you have to speak positively before you walk out of that door. As soon as you get up in the morning or in the rising, you have to make sure that you speak not only to yourself positively, but your mind. You got to make sure you get up and you get out that bed and you say, all right, God, what are we going to do today? Because you got to focus on today. You can have dreams for your future 5 years from now, 10 years from now, but it starts today. You got to go day by day by day on what you want to do. But the thing is, though, you got to be patient and just stay with the grind. But you got to speak positive to yourself on the grind. You got to make sure that no matter what you're doing, you're going in it with a good heart. Being a good citizen and a good Samaritan, you're going to have good karma going into your goals and your frequency, because you can't just transition into a powerful manifestation on a low frequency. Like, that makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't expect to live a lavish lifestyle. You can't expect to live in your manifestations on your affirmations if you're living in a low frequency or you're thinking in a low frequency environment. Especially if you see low vibrational things and you intake that and you digest what you're seeing, which is negative, then there's no way you'll enhance a positive manifestation. There's no way, because you don't even think positive, nor do you see positivity. So if you don't see positivity, then what the hell do you really see? Negativity. So if you see negativity your whole life, or damn near every day of your life, you're gonna think that's normal to you. So you don't know how to speak positivity to yourself because nobody taught you. But you gotta teach yourself by saying, you even gotta say I am. You can say I am, but understand when you're saying I am, understand that I am manifestation or affirmation has already happened. So by you saying I am, you had to say that like damn near every day. Like, say it every day to yourself, because your brain doesn't know the difference between reality nor illusion. So you gotta sit there and think to yourself, I am thankful to have my car dealership business, and go into detail with it. So I am thankful to have this type of car and here's what it looks like. Break down what the tires look like. If you want to put hydraulics in it, tinted windows, if you want to have it like a certain size, a certain way it comes off the ground, if you want to make sure that it has like good interior, good seating design, cool air, radio, you know, you gotta sit here and be detailed about your affirmations this year and next year. So that goes for anything. So even like, let's say you want to be a streamer or a YouTuber, you know, you want to be a athlete, you have to really, like, you had to baby yourself, God. And I'm talking to God. So you really had to baby yourself, God, because you got to think about it. Your flesh is very weak and it's vulnerable. So your flesh will believe anything. Like, your spirit has to literally guide you. So you have to guide yourself. And if you're not strong spiritually, then something else spiritually will guide you, and you will go down another route that you probably don't want to go down. And if you're oblivious and you don't understand what the hell is even going on into your field of work or play, then you're done. You're screwed. So you have to really sit here and speak affirmations, and not only that, but protection. You gotta protect yourself in your mind, because there are people who are striving to come after your mind because they know your mind is powerful. Your mind gives off powerful signals and affirmations in a different field that people can't even comprehend. So when they come around you, they know that you're speaking affirmations and positivity into your life, because no matter what you do, you will always get your riches. You will always get your prosperity. You will always get your abundance. And people can't seem to understand that. They like, bro, how are you doing this? How are you getting everything you desire? How are you getting everything you pray for? Everything you meditated on? It's a frequency thing, my brother. That's the thing. It's a frequency. We all got that same frequency, but you got to get tapped in. You got to get tapped in. So the thing is, every day you get up in that situation you are in. So like, if you think you're in a struggle right now, how do you get out of the struggle? By believing that you're not in a struggle, because you're really not in a struggle. There will come a time, and I love this because it's like a visual to your brain. So you're visualizing a scenario that you're creating in the future. So it's so crazy how like the simulation works, bro. You can visualize your future. You can visualize yourself in a room or a house or a car or in a city or a restaurant. You can visualize that shit right now, and there will come a time in like, maybe, who knows, a month span, a year span, you can look at that scenario and you will be in that shit physically. And when you're in that situation physically, you'll look and you'll be like, oh my God, my dreams came true. Hey man, telling you, the spirituality shit really works when you really are doing it for the good intention. Because when you're really doing it, like, you have to make sure that, and this goes for kids, teenagers, men and women out there. You have to make sure that everything you do, speak positive to yourself. You don't suck. You're not trash. Stop talking to yourself like that. You're not ugly. You're not skinny. You're not fat. You're not muscular. You're not a loser. You're not a bum. You're not mussy, even though you could be mussy. But you gotta contradict these things. You gotta make sure that no matter what, you have self-awareness for yourself. You have to be self-conscious for yourself, because there were some people who will tell you about yourself, but understand they are projecting. But there is a little bit of truth to what they are saying. So you gotta take everything with a grain of salt and understand what they are telling you. So you gotta make sure that you know what the hell you know about yourself, and go about this shit in a different way, in a different manner, but do it with good intent. Everything you say, do it with good intent and a good heart, because the way this works too with affirmations and manifestations, the universe knows your heart and your spirit. The universe knows that you're programmed, because the universe programmed you, duh. So the universe knows this, right? You have to know that no matter what you do, you don't really mean what you say. So you gotta actually mean what you say. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say it again. You don't mean what you say, but you gotta mean what you say. So what I mean by that is, you really had to put in, like, get your ass up and go put in the work to actually better yourself through your tongue. Because your tongue is the most powerful weapon in the world. Your tongue can start wars. It can start death. It can start a plague. It can start sickness. Your tongue can heal. You get what I'm saying? That's how powerful your tongue is. So what makes you think you can't speak your life into fruition? You gotta actually mean what you say. So I am a successful YouTuber. I am a successful model. I am a beautiful human being. I am a beautiful spiritual being. Like, okay, say that every day. And once you say that every day, your choices will literally guide you at that. At that point, God has your back. So your choices will guide you. So physically, you can, so think about it. Physically and spiritually, right? So even mentally, your brain could be in a whole other dimension. So you can be doing something else in your brain, Physically, you're doing physical labor. So it's crazy. Somebody can see you doing your manifestation. Somebody can see you doing work. And they'll be like, damn, you're working hard. Not knowing you're hardly working. Oh my fucking God, boy. I ain't know why I just said that, bro. I know why I just said that. Your brain can be in a whole nother dimension. Physically, you can be doing physical labor. And somebody will be like, they'll look at you and be like, how are you doing this? How are you moving the way you're moving? You know what I'm saying? How is everything going your way? How are you creating things through your frequency? What are you doing? Not knowing you're hardly ever working, because you don't work so hard for so long that people can't even comprehend how much work you've been putting in. The work is you've been putting in so much work before you even been putting in the work. People are just now catching up to your work ethic. People are just now catching up to your work ethic. So now when they see how hard you've been working and they see that you're working 1,000 times harder than what you've been doing, they're gonna be asking you, how are you doing this shit? Not knowing it's easy work. Even though it looks hard, but you've been doing this for so long, it's second nature. You don't gotta try no more. Because even when you don't try, you still trying. Because you're getting your ass up and actually doing this shit. You could be in bed just like, man, I don't wanna do it today. I don't feel like it. Nah, you still doing this shit because you know where you came from. You get what I'm saying? Like when you're speaking these things, when you're speaking positivity into your life, affirmations, you gotta actually speak this shit and believe it. Even if you're lying to yourself, believe the illusion. Believe the delusion. Believe the illusional lie that you are speaking into yourself. That's all this is. Once you keep doing these things, bro, nobody can stop you. Not even Satan can stop you. Satan can't even stop your manifestation from happening. You know why? Because you believe in it that much. You are so delusional. You believe your lies because your lies will come to fruition if you keep speaking positivity into them. This whole world is a lie. So no matter what lavish lifestyle you think you're gonna live, you have to lie to yourself to actually be in that reality. That's how deep this shit get. I love you. Have a great and wonderful experience today. Take care of yourself.